Best in the world! CM Punk is coming back to the WWE. Yes, guys, he was backstage at WWE, and we have a lot to get into. He was backstage at WWE Raw, 24th of April in Chicago. I don't know if it was in Illinois, but it's a weird one because Chicago's in a bit of a state of emergency at the minute. Chicago always gets made out in WWE to this great place, right? So, CM Punk, Money in the Bank 2011. You've seen Chicago on the news. I know the Americans probably know more about it than the UK, but see, anytime I'm on Twitter, man, Chicago looks like a fucking war zone, and I wouldn't want to go anywhere near it. But anyway, I digress, and aye, it is what it is. And it says here, as previously noted, CM Punk was reportedly backstage at the April 24th edition of Raw to visit people, but was asked to leave. In an update, Mike Johnson of PW Insider was told the talents who saw Punk greeted him warmly, as most haven't seen him since 2014. Johnson also confirmed with multiple sources that The Miz and Punk spoke for a short period of time and cleared the air. I don't know what the past issues with The Miz and CM Punk were like. It's not like they were feuding in 2014. Of course, in like the feud in ECW and all that stuff, and you had the new Nexus. Well, Miz was kind of like champion. Punk was on commentary for a bit. Can't really think of anything else that we could clear the air about. I know he did say about MJF, you're just a poor man's Miz or something, but very weird. According to Fightful Select, there were numerous wrestlers that felt Punk appearing backstage was a publicity stunt to hype up his AEW return. Fightful also noted the following: there were several AEW talent in disbelief when they heard that he was backstage at WWE Raw. WWE talent were shocked that he got backstage, even though he's got history in the company. And I tell you what, I'd love CM Punk to return to WWE because it would fucking slap Tony Khan's face right off. But we've also more news on the matter, and it says here, people in WWE said to believe that CM Punk was backstage at Raw because he wants to return. Boom. But Dave Meltzer's Dave Meltzer, so you take this with the biggest bowl of salt. It's a bowl of salt, man. It's not a pinch, it's a bowl. He says here, people were very surprised on both ends. Very surprised in WWE. The feeling in WWE was that he was there because he wanted it back. Whether that's true or not, I have no idea. I mean, yeah, just listen to this guy. That's all he's got. Whether that's true or not, I have no idea. I mean, obviously there were talks of him going back shortly after All Out in late last year, but he couldn't go because he was still under contract. My impression is that with Paul Lefesque in charge and not Vince, my impression was that they didn't have any interest in him at that time. I mean, it was a publicity stunt for him to get publicity. Was it? I don't know. You'd have to ask him what his reasons were. Obviously, the announcement of him going back to AEW in theory was going to be anytime now. You know, the announcement of the new TV show would be anytime now. So I'm sure it all ties together in some way, and he'll have to figure out what's next. If he wants to say what his motives are, what his reasons were, you know, he can say it. But obviously all those things, the time and everything is suspicious. Dave Meltzer, if but maybe, man. Jesus Christ. It's embarrassing. I mean, is that Dave Meltzer? I mean, just look at Dave Meltzer, man. He just looks like a cretin, is a cretin, smells like a cretin probably, just is a cretin at the end of the day. But anyway, guys, CM Punk is making his WWE return, potentially. Well, he's already made it, man. He was talking with The Miz backstage, which is mad. Imagine they brought CM Punk out. That would have been fucking insane. It would have been like, I would have made Raw last night worth watching. But, again, no one really knows about what is going on. But anyway, guys, leave your thoughts down below. CM Punk. I mean, loads of wrestlers appear at the other company backstage, but they don't come out, obviously, so it's nothing new, but I think the fact it's Punk, it's a bit of a big deal. But anyway, troops, till next time, peace.